Hi, welcome to my latest video with Independent Arts. I'm Trudie and today we're going to be making some woodland creations. Our first step is to take a walk and collect some nice things of nature. So I'm going to collect some leaves, some reeds and just things I think might make an interesting start to our work. Just be careful what you pick up and make sure it's safe. Feeling totally blessed with this lovely landscape and such amazing weather. Even in November, it was just a lovely warm day. Yay! Okay, so I just brought everything back to my studio and put it all on my desk and had a look at what I wanted to create from it. And I had the idea of an autumn imp. So I played around with some things before I did this sketch just to get an idea of what works and what I can move and manipulate. So that was where I started. Be able to see the sketch because I did it deliberately really lightly, but you'll see it come together in a minute. So on my walk I picked up these little spiky plant pieces and I thought these would make a really good either like antennae or some weird little creature's horns. So I thought they kind of looked like little antlers for my imp. And then I ripped up some of the reed to get it sort of a better shape. So it was really nice to work with because it was quite easy to manipulate. And I made this kind of short shape for my imp. So that worked out pretty well as well. I just kept manipulating it till it made the shape. Okay, step 3, grab a pen, or I'm using a dip pen, and if you can, get some water-soluble ink. So that means when it gets wet, it will run. There's a reason behind this, which I'll show you in the next step. So sketch out maybe some limbs or a head or some tentacles, whatever your little creature might have, and just give it a go. It doesn't matter if you think you go wrong, because you can't really go wrong because it's a little creature, so just have fun and experiment. Step 4, now we're going to use a wet paintbrush with our water-soluble ink. So this is why we used an ink that will run when it's wet, because we can add some shading just using the ink that's already on the paper. So this is a really nice technique for doing illustration or quick sketches. It can just really help bring some sort of quick sketching to life and give it a bit more three-dimensional form. If your pen doesn't run, that's not a problem. You can still take part and have a quick sketch. It just means you won't be able to make it run with a paintbrush. A great way to find one is sort of just go through your pens at home, scribble on a bit of paper, wait for it to dry, and then go in with a paintbrush and just see if you can make any of them run. And if they do run, then they're water soluble and you can use it in this technique. Step 5, I felt like I wanted a pop of colour in my little illustration, so I grabbed some, these are actually like wax crayons, but you can use coloured pencils, you could use some paint, whatever you fancied, and just add in a few details if you want to. You can leave it as a simple pen and ink if you'd rather, but I just wanted a bit more red and green to sort of give him a bit more of a naturey feel. Step 6, let your imagination roam. So find some objects, some of your natural things, and just have fun. I had a great time creating this little weird creature. I don't know what he is. And I really enjoyed the fact that the sort of stem of the leaf made a leg. So I just drew in another leg, but it could have been a tail, it could have been a hand, it could have been a neck, I thought at one point. So, and you can reuse the objects as well and make more different sort of quirky little animals or creatures. So really just have fun and experiment and see what you can make things do and what comes out of your imagination. Just a little note, you could use any kind of materials for this that you wanted to. I'm just giving you sort of one example of what you could do, but you could add in paint, you could play with more pens, you could use coloured pencil, paper, whatever you happen to have lying around, you can make something like this out of it. So my final little inspirational clip for you is my creation of Fluffy Bird. So Fluffy Bird is made from reeds, and I just created the reeds in like a body sort of shape, but you could use a leaf, you could use anything you like. And then I sketched in the head using a water-soluble pen, and I gave him quite a big eye because I wanted him to be quite cartoony. Then I just used a coloured crayon to add in some bright orange feet, and I played around with some branches as well, and I just had a great time creating him and making him all fluffy and bird-like. So imagination can just really take you anywhere you want, so have lots of fun with this one. Well, I hope you've had lots of fun creating some weird autumn creatures and critters, and just when you're out and about, think what might make a new creature when you're on your next walk. Have fun!